Let's begin the feud between The View and country music superstar Carrie Underwood has just hit a whole new level, shaking up the entire entertainment industry. Underwood has never been one to stir up political drama, but the moment she decided to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration, the backlash exploded and now it's turned into an all-out legal war. At first, Underwood stood her ground, calling her performance an act of patriotism and a chance to bring people together through music, but that didn't stop critics from tearing into her, especially The View's loudest voice, Behar, who led the charge in condemning her decision, but instead of backing down, Underwood did something no one saw coming. She's taking them to court, hard. Underwood has just filed an $800 million lawsuit against The View and its co-hosts, with Behar at the center of the storm, claiming defamation and character assassination. What started as a simple celebrity controversy has now erupted into one of the biggest legal showdowns in entertainment history, and the stakes couldn't be higher. This case could change the game for both media outlets and public figures, setting major new boundaries for what TV hosts can get away with, saying the moment Underwood announced she'd be performing at Trump's inauguration, the internet went wild. While many of her country music fans, especially conservatives, stood by her, the left came after her with everything they had. Social media turned into a battleground with hashtags like #CancelCarrie and #CarrieSupportsTyranny trending for days. People blasted her for aligning with Trump, questioning how she could claim to support unity while taking part in an event they saw as divisive and controversial. One of the most vocal critics of Underwood's decision was none other than The View's Behar, and she did not hold back during a heated rant on the show. Behar went all in questioning how Underwood could claim to love her country, while in her words, supporting and normalizing a convicted felon who wants to destroy it. Her bold accusation struck a nerve, deepening the already fierce divide between those who saw Underwood's performance as an act of patriotism and those who viewed it as a full-blown endorsement of Trump. But Behar didn't just criticize, she got personal. She flat out accused Underwood of pushing a political agenda, insisting that her performance wasn't about unity at all. According to Behar, Underwood was out of touch with the values of the American people and was only pandering to Trump's base to boost her career. And it wasn't just Behar. The Views and Ire panel piled on, claiming Underwood had put fame over principles. But instead of backtracking or issuing a public apology, Underwood did something almost unheard of in Hollywood. She fought back. After a brief silence, she stunned the industry by announcing she was suing The View for defamation. She argued that the show's reckless commentary had caused irreparable damage to both her career and reputation. Legal experts are shocked by the sheer scale of this lawsuit, an $800 million defamation case unheard of. If Underwood wins, it could force major TV networks and talk shows to completely rethink how they discuss public figures. Her legal team isn't backing down either. They insist Behar's comments weren't just opinions, but blatant lies carefully crafted to destroy Underwood's image and incite public outrage. Underwood's blockbuster lawsuit claims that The View didn't just criticize her, they crossed the line into outright defamation. The suit argues that the show's host didn't just question her decision to perform, they painted her as a traitor to her own fans and country. Instead of recognizing her as an artist performing at a national event, they twisted the narrative, framing her as someone actively working against American values. As news of the lawsuit exploded, The View found itself in hot water. Underwood supporters rallied like never before, flooding social media with hashtags like #JusticeForCarrie and #StandWithCarrie. Even people who didn't agree with her political STS started questioning whether The View had taken things too far behind the scenes. Pure chaos sources say ABC executives were furious with Behar, blaming her reckless statements for dragging the network into a legal nightmare. Rumors swirled that Behar was being pressured to apologize, but in true defiant fashion, she refused to back down instead of cooling things down. Behar doubled down, insisting she had zero regrets about her comments. She stood by her claim that she had a right to speak her mind, but with an $800 million lawsuit looming, many wondered if The View would be forced to make major changes just to stay afloat. Meanwhile, as the controversy raged, Underwood took the stage at Trump's historic inauguration, poised and professional, but just as she began singing America, the beautiful disaster struck. Her microphone cut out. The speakers crackled, the sound team scrambled to fix the issue, Any other performer might have panicked, but not Underwood in a jaw-dropping display of grace under pressure. She powered through, belting out an a cappella version that stunned the crowd the moment went viral, even winning respect from some of her harshest critics. But instead of giving her credit, The View pounced again, mocking her yet another time bear, and her co-hosts didn't stop there. Instead of acknowledging Underwood's resilience, they mocked her yet again, this time turning the technical mishap into a joke. Behar quipped that the microphone failure was a sign from the universe that even fate didn't want Underwood performing. The comment sparked immediate outrage. Fans accused The View of doubling down on their smear campaign, refusing to back off even after facing a lawsuit. What started as a heated debate had now escalated into a high-stakes battle over media accountability. Underwood's lawsuit isn't just about defending herself, it's about challenging the unchecked power of media platforms by taking a stand. She sent a message: words have consequences. Even powerful talk shows must be held accountable for spreading misinformation and launching character attacks. The stakes couldn't be higher. If Underwood wins, it could force networks like ABC to rein their hosts and implement stricter guidelines for talk shows. The View and similar programs would face intense scrutiny before making bold claims about public figures. If Underwood loses, it could set a dangerous precedent, one that allows media personalities to continue making unchecked accusations about celebrities without consequences. The case has sparked a fierce debate. Is this a necessary step toward media accountability? Many believe Behar has a history of making inflammatory statements without facing repercussions, and that this lawsuit could finally hold her accountable. Or is this an attack on free speech? Behar's defenders worry that if Underwood wins, it could stifle open discussion and make journalists afraid to criticize public figures. One thing is clear, this case is bigger than just Underwood versus Behar. It could change the entire media landscape for better or worse. As the lawsuit moves forward, the entertainment industry is watching closely. Will this legal battle force The View to change its approach, or will it reinforce the idea that public figures must accept intense scrutiny as part of their fame? For Underwood, this case is about more than just money. It is about standing up for herself and other artists who feel they have been unfairly targeted by the media. If she emerges victorious, it could embolden other celebrities to take legal action when they believe they have been defamed. The ruling could set a precedent that forces talk shows and media platforms to be more cautious with their commentary, ensuring that public figures are not subjected to baseless attacks under the guise of political discussion. However, if the court rules against her, it could further solidify the notion that public figures must tolerate even the most damaging statements as part of their public life. This controversy has exposed deep divisions in the country, not just in politics, but in the way the media treats public figures. Some see Underwood's lawsuit as a necessary step toward holding media personalities accountable, while others worry that it could stifle free speech and make it more difficult for journalists and commentators to voice their opinions regardless of the outcome. This case has already left a lasting impact on the entertainment industry. It has sparked debates about the responsibilities of media figures, the limits of free speech, and the power dynamics between celebrities and the press. What do you think? Is Carrie Underwood justified in suing The View, or is this a dangerous attack on free speech? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit a like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to this channel. More videos are coming out soon. See you on the next one.